There's already reports that shipments from China for the month of April are basically gone. Yeah. Basically, which means we got about a month or so before we start noticing the ripple effect. Resources from China that are used to make products in America and then products directly made in China will be absent, obviously. Now, that may be bad in the short term. It may be good in the long term. I don't know. But the idea is like, what do you do when you go to Target and there's no baby formula? What do you do when you go to Target or Walmart and there's no T-shirts or, certain materials,
Well,
fabrics?
what happened during COVID was people ran out of toilet paper and then they started fighting each other. So
Indeed, they did. Yeah. So you combine this with what I keep harping on about, this demographic cliff, a shortage of new labor, and it's looking pretty worrisome in the short term.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine. I don't think that we get a significant portion of our food from overseas.
We don't.
So I don't imagine that we're going to have, that kind of fighting over garbage plastic stuff, that kind of stuff. It's going to affect the economy. There are going to be people that are not, they're going to be bummed out. But I think that the real inflaming things are like when food isn't hitting the shelves and stuff like that. So I don't know that I'm convinced there is something that actually sets it off. Not that I'm saying that there aren't a million things that I possibly could be overlooking here. And I'm certainly of the opinion that, I don't know where the off ramp is, but we've talked about, civil conflict or whatever on the show a couple times in the past, or frequently. And I'm still of the opinion the normies don't get involved over people throwing firebombs at Tesla.
No, but toilet paper.
Yeah.
Toilet paper.
They were fighting for those videos were nuts.
Yeah, they were. I was always like my perspective on it as like a dummy was like, it doesn't seem like the fighting would really begin. I'm not talking about political fighting, but the general population until food shortages came, because we have so much technology and general convenience that people have been kind of zapped into a sort of zombieism where they're not really taking stock of what's going on in the world. But once the food shortages come, but now they can't get a new iPhone and the food shortages.
What you're talking about isn't political strife though. That's like end of the world stuff.
No, that's what I'm saying is like when I think about what pushes someone towards a specific political message could be that type of food shortage.